What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of that Tricology News Talk. And you already know what it is. It's that Dynamite review show. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Leland Benford. What's good, bro?
What is up, everybody?
Yeah.
How you doing, Trico?
Good. Before we get on to today's show, let's talk about the big news that just broke this week. And you probably already know it, so I'm gonna break it down as smooth as possible, everything that happened. So discussing the Cody Rhodes situation. As you already know, him and Brandy Rhodes are officially not with AEW right now. So I'm gonna break it down, everything that happened, and give my thoughts and opinion, and I want to get your thoughts and opinion as well. So
this is a crazy story.
So there was a lot of talk on a lot of reports happening, and then and before you know it, social media came out. So there was a lot of news covering this story. One of them is towards the negative points to not only Cody and Brandy Rhodes, but with the Cody situation, he's like the John Cena of AEW. If you look at it, like he gets cheers and sometimes he gets booed. And a lot of the people want him to turn heel, but he was not going to do it. But I feel like if he did, the fans would embrace him more if he did, but he didn't do it. And then with the Brandy situation, you saw the promo that he did with Dan Lambert. Like Dan Lambert was supposed to be the most hated dude on the planet. But with the promo he had with Brandy, everybody was cheering for him because like not many people like Brandy so much, the fans. But she did had a good relationship with all the ladies in the back, so there was no issue there. So
I remember I said I was during that time, real quick. During that time, I was like, man, why are they doing two heels? Like, if Brandy supposed to be the baby face, why are they doing two heels? That was such an awkward last segment this may be the last time we see Brandy Rhodes, but it was such an awkward segment.
Yeah, exactly. And then she was supposed to do a promo with Paige Vignette, but we already know Brandy, that's a fight that she cannot win. I'm sorry. Like, even though Paige Vignette is not a wrestler, but she is a good fighter. Don't care. Don't discriminate on that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read the statement. This is from with Tony Khan after when Cody had left left AEW. I can find this this report here somewhere. I had it somewhere. Hold up. On Cody. The fuck. I forgot I did with this thing.
But while you look for that, this whole thing with Cody Rhodes, I mean, it is definitely it's such an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. I'm pretty sure you all agree when a founder of AEW, an EVP, decides to leave and then go over to maybe WWE. Now, how much of this is a work? Are we all being worked right now by Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes? So I think 50-50 with me. It could be real, or it definitely could be a work, and we'll only see. So I did see a report saying that he's going to return at Revolution with two other free agents, and they have a real heel faction. And that will make it where he's eligible to go for the world title again. And he's not going to be a booker anymore. So they're like killing off the EVP type character of Cody Rhodes, having him return, and now he has a fresh slate.
Yeah, some say it could be a work, some it could be a real thing, but here we go. Here's the statement what Tony Khan said. Cody and Brandy Rhodes were initially to launch of All Elite Wrestling. Cody's ability combined with his boldness and his passion for our industry and his love for the community outreach helped AEW deliver our mission to give the fans what they need for far too long, something new, impulsive, and lasting. Brandy helped us shape the AEW story and I appreciate how she fought for us both in the ring and out of the ring, competing in the women's division while advancing her efforts inclusively and civic causes, including great partnerships with K-City and the American Heart Association. I have intimate respect and appreciation for Cody and Brandy. I wish them both the best as they move on from AEW. Thank you, Cody and Brandy. TK. So,
but also, can you read his title? Does that have the title on it?
Yeah, CEO, President, General Manager, Head of Creative.
So I think it's all a work, and I think they're just great storytellers. You know what I'm saying? But only time will tell. Because if Cody Rhodes could appear on SmackDown this Friday, isn't that crazy to think of?
Oh, no. Okay, he's not going to go back to AEW. Oh, look. Do you remember when he faced his brother Dustin and he had that Triple H throne and he had the sledgehammer and broke the throne down? Do you remember that?
But Trico, there's reports out saying that Vince McMahon has big plans for him with WrestleMania. That if he comes back, he'll get a major push in a different way.
I don't want to go into too much of wrestling because
it's a lot of wrestling rumors right now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna save all of that when I do the Respect the Comment podcast, and that's where we rant on there too much because WWE is desperate right now, but we're not going to get in that drama right now. But
so real quick, let me just get my 2 cents in on this AEW side of things. This is why I think this will work. Every reporter, every podcast I listen to, all the big ones, they said that they got a text on like Monday or Tuesday from a number. They didn't know who the number was from, and it was a Connecticut number. And they all got this text saying, "Did you hear the news? Oh, did you hear about this?" So the fact that it's just blank number texting these reporters, that what makes it feel like a work to me. That may be AEW sending these messages to people who they know is going to report stuff. So it may be a work, guys. And if it is a work, oh my God, incredible. But again, who knows? But a great time to be a wrestling fan. Let's get into Dynamite.
Yeah, absolutely. So CM Punk is in the ring. He does the promo like he did in 2011. So saying the name and then references how he influenced young wrestlers in the wrestling business. And then he turns to MJF, talk about he ain't no Piper, he ain't no Brett, he's just a guy with a ring and a help. So thanks to John Moxley winning the tag team match against FTR, he gets to pick the time and place to take on MJF. And it will be at Revolution in Orlando on March 6th. And what match it could it be? He said, maybe it could be a cage, but he had to think back the toughest match in the career. And the MJFs want to be Piper so bad, Punk is thinking a dog collar match. He simply pull out the box in front of him, and it was the dog collar with the chains and everything. He demanded MJF to come out. MJF was so pissed, but before you can say anything, pull out the famous photo of him and Matt when he was a child. If it was the best day of MJ's life, but Revolution will be his worst. The cabbage will be stained of his blood. And before MJF can say anything, he just dropped the mic and stormed off. Bro, the last time that we had a dog collar match is with Cody Rhodes and the late Mr. Brody Lee for the TNT Championship, and that was crazy. How you think this one gonna live up to that previous match?
Oh, this one is gonna be so good. Real quick, CM Punk, I mean, what a great promo. I've been saying it on this show for a minute. Every week, he becomes more and more of the Punk that we know. And it's just, and last night, that promo just proved it, because that is such a CM Punk promo. And no one else can do it like him. But just the word play, can you be my Valentine? And it was just Valentine's Day. And the Piper match was with Greg Valentine. I was like, oh, so be my Valentine. So he's saying that he's Piper pretty much. And JF is no Piper. But yeah, just a great promo. The reaction from Max just a walk off, not say anything. Great. Keep the audience thinking. This is going to be a hell of a match. Revolution, I think, is going to have so much buzz around it the closer and closer we get. If Cody Rhodes doesn't appear on WWE TV at all in the next month or so. Also, they did say Cody's name on air. If this is a WWE thing, we wouldn't hear about that guy at all. They want to reference him. They want to show his replay, but they said his name twice, and they showed him in the replay.
But yeah, this is definitely going to be a brutal and bloody match. They can't wait. We can't wait for Revolution. So after after the promo, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage backstage, they said there will be a couple of matches that determine the top contenders for the AEW World Championship. And it officially be announced that there will be a 3-way match at Revolution. So we are looking for 2 tag teams to face the Jurassic Express at Revolution for those tag team titles.
I think for me, it's obvious who it's going to be. I think it's going to be both Red Dragon and the Young Bucks. But I think they might be in the same Battle Royale match, right?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So we had Bryan Danielson versus Lee Moriarty. And this probably was Lee Moriarty's best AEW singles match. And
100%.
Yeah, because Bryan know how to make a wrestler look good in the process. But in this match, so Danielson kicked Moriarty in the head and transitioned to a triangle hold for the referee to stop the match, because I feel like he was passed out or knocked out after the when he was in that triangle hold, or either he got knocked in the head when Bryan Danielson kicked him in the head. It was one of the two. So Danielson win the match, and then he calls out John Moxley about teaming up, and he wanted the answer. So Moxley came out. So he talks about when they was meeting, they're meeting for the first time at AEW, but they have met in the past before. So he feels that Danielson wants to join forces with Moxley because he feel like he don't want none if they want to face one-on-one. So this is going to be very interesting. I feel like this is going to lead to them having a one-on-one match at Revolution, because we were supposed to get them at Full Gear when we had the AEW Championship tournament in the finals. But you know, John Moxley had to go to rehab, and then that was a good thing. But now we finally going to get this match. I feel like we're going to get this match at Revolution.
Dude, great match. How great was Lee Moriarty last night?
Oh yeah. That was a huge step.
I mean, it's really something about this guy. He's kind of an oddball, like with his intro. They gave him new music. I like the new music, but he's like he does this little hip, like this jump walk, this skip, I guess. He like skips to the ring. But he does, like, he's kind of an oddball. But man, when he's in the ring, he just his technical abilities are just ridiculous. In the match with him and Bryan, I mean, that little spot they did where they were both like on their hands and just punching each other, unless the legs was like pressed together, that was unique. I haven't seen that on TV. But yeah, this was just a great match, and then followed up by a great freaking promo from John Moxley.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, real quick about this, I think this match is really to set dominance. I feel like this was a great wrestling promo. Like, you want to see a good wrestling storytelling? That was a great wrestling storytelling. John Moxley said, this is our first time meeting in AEW, technically. You know, so pretty much saying, forget everything else that happened. Like, this is our first time meeting. You're meeting a new person. So this is just, I think this match is to set dominance in the group. If they start a group, who's going to be the leader? Who's going to be kind of support? And I think this match is to put the dominance in.
I feel like we're looking at a 2-man power trip in AEW.
Dude, them on the same team, on the same page, and with new talent, that's ridiculous. That's going to be something wild.
So after that, we had a Keith Lee promo, talk about he's the first one to be advanced in the face of the Revolution match. Say he's here in AEW to make a statement. So once he get past the ladder match, the ATT Championship will be his focus after that. A great promo. But we have another qualifying match for the face of Revolution. Wardlow defeated Matt Caster with 3 powerbombs to Symphony for the win. And then after the match, Shawn Spears gave the Acclaim chair shots. And that was it.
Last episode, I said they keep putting Wardlow in the babyface position. And last night, it's even more clear that he's a babyface because they put him against the Acclaim, Max Caster, who is a heel. And then he gets jumped after the match, which got heat on Bowens. So they're pushing Wardlow in the babyface position. But how great was that pop when he got that first powerbomb and then the second powerbomb? That pop was ridiculous. Like the crowd was going crazy. And if that pop was great, just wait until he powerbombs MJF. That'd be like the place is going to pop the roof when that happens.
Yeah, that's Wardlow. I feel like Wardlow is the heavy favorite to win the face of Revolution, but we have to wait and see who else going to be joining in. So
Keith Lee and Wardlow, they're going to have a moment.
Oh yeah, they definitely will have a moment.
Yeah, they're going to have that one-on-one moment. That's going to be very interesting.
So after that, we had a Britt Baker incoming promo. Britt told Mercedes Martinez to finish the job, that she has the best squad, and the best sensei after Mark Kell from the Karate Kid and the Cobra Kai series walked off for a cameo. We'll get to that more than that in a second. But Heyman Adam Page had a promo. Adam Cole come out. He even told Shivani, get the hell out of the ring, just because with him and with his friendship relations with Britt Baker. So I guess you see the beef there. And so these two had a promo. Adam Cole said to Adam Page, you just the other Adam. So Page wanted to fight. Cole wanted to be the respectable guy, made the best man win, but that was just a rookie mistake on Page's part to not look behind him, because the Red Dragon was attacked from behind, and before you know it, the Dark Order come out. 10 was all over attacking the security guards, and even Cole said like, "Oh, to Paige, the past friends you had, the Young Bucks and the Dark Order, you left them, but I think Paige's relationship with the Dark Order is still friendship, because why not? They would not come out there and help Paige in the first place, and they was not still friends or good friends." So what do you think of Cole and Paige heading into Revolution?
It's starting to build. It's starting to get exciting. Now we see that the Red Dragon is going to be included in this, and I'm going to have some Dark Order included in this. When 10 start just tossing the guards all over the place, that took me by like shock. I was like, huh? What's happening? Why is he throwing everyone over? But then they announced the match between Adam Cole and 10 at Rampage. So I was like, okay, I guess they just had to get him to stand out a little bit. But Adam Cole is always great on the mic. I think the other Adam line is a pretty dope line. And Adam Cole is right. Every place he goes, he's always become the guy. You know, it never takes him long to become the guy in the company. So, yeah, I'm excited to see them wrestle. It hasn't really, like, no stakes have been like risen yet. Like a beatdown, yeah, but like it hasn't gotten personal yet. You know, for a pay-per-view type rivalry. So I'm excited to see how it grows.
Do you think it's the right time to put the belt on Adam Cole right now, or
no?
Should he get into a rivalry with Kenny Omega when he returns and do the Elite versus Cole and the Red Dragon?
Yeah, Adam Cole isn't at full power yet. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you see last night they had the promo where he didn't know to go left or right with the Young Bucks or Red Dragon. So he's not at full power yet. Like he doesn't have that group that's like well together. So because of that, I think Adam Page needs to hold on to the belt a little longer. You know, interesting to see who's after Adam Cole. You know, but it might be Kenny Omega. I think Adam Page needs to hold the belt until Kenny Omega gets back.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's the way it should go. But don't worry, Adam Cole is going to be champion. Now, one day, folks, it's going to happen soon. I don't think it should happen right now because all the past AEW champions have hold the title for at least 10 months or to a year. So, yeah, they but pay some more time. So Eddie Kingston returns. He was in the corner of Santana Ortiz as they faced Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. The Inner Circle implodes. So in the ending, Jericho took out Kingston with the springboard drop kick. He went for Judas Effect on Santana, but he avoided and hit the disaster lariat on Jericho for the win. And then after the match, Jericho and Kingston brawl had to be separated from the referees. So I feel like this, we all been saying it. This is going to lead to Jericho versus Kingston at Revolution.
Yes, sir. I think that's going to be a great match. But how, like Santana was super aggressive. Like I really felt like there's legitimate heat between him and Jericho because he was chopping him pretty hard. But the emotion that came out of this match, also how great does Drake Hager looks right now. He's like in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, he's still not only undefeated AEW, but also still undefeated MMA career as well.
Yeah, he looks great. He did look a little stiff, and he hasn't been in the wrestling ring in a minute. So he did look a little stiff, but he looks like he's training really hard. But great match between these two. Like you can tell, like it feels like there's like some real animosity between these guys. It's very believable that they just don't like each other right now. And having Eddie Kingston come back, he got a huge pop when he came out. He is like really a AEW like draw. Like I feel like people will buy tickets if they know Eddie Kingston is on the card. You know, because you never know what he's gonna say. You never know how his match is gonna kind of go out. You know, he's not the most exciting type wrestler, but the moves he hits, you feel like was crafted over years of, you know, experience, like, you know, because he has those sneaky kind of moves. So, but Eddie Kingston's the man. Can't wait to see that match between him and Jericho. Two GOATs going at it.
And for Santana Ortiz, do you see them being in the AEW World Tag Team title match at Revolution as one of the contenders?
Absolutely. And that's kind of what I want to see the most is them to get their belts because they're AEW OGs and they haven't had the belt yet. So, you know, I think it's time for them to get their crown. Taking it off Jungle Express. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see.
And speaking of tag teams, the Elite were backstage. Cole said Jay White will beat Trent Beretta and that the two tag teams will win the Battle Royal. That includes the Young Bucks and the Red Dragon. They argue about who's going to win. And then Fatherhood, because as you know, Kyle O'Reilly just had a baby. Congrats to him. But when they was arguing, Cole calmed everyone down. The two tag teams went their separate directions. Even Brandon Cutter say, "Where you gonna go, Cole?" And Cole honestly shut him up, cut the camera off. So,
the best line of this promo, Kyle O'Reilly said, "I just had a baby," and Matt says, "Oh yeah, I got two." And Nick says, "Yeah, I got three." Like, how are you gonna try to one up them on how many kids you got? I thought that was a great line from that promo.
Oh my God. But I feel like Oh, I know maybe not both of them going to be at Revolution, but I know one of them is going to be. One of them is going to be. That's why I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It could be both. That's what I was trying to see. I'm not sure if they're in the same Battle Royal match or not. Because I think there's a casino Battle Royal, and then there's a tag team Battle Royal. So I'm not sure if they're in the same match, but if they're each in the different Battle Royals, then I would say it's going to be them and Jurassic Express. But that's two heel teams and a babyface team. That'll get people chanting for Jurassic Express. I don't know. We'll see.
Or it could be a battle royal, and whichever two tag team left standing will probably be the two contenders for Revolution. It could go.
Well, no, I think it said battle royal and casino battle royal.
I don't think it's casino battle royal because that's for Double or Nothing. That's for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll look into it. I gotta look at the replay.
Yeah. So next up, we had the no disqualification match with Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. This was all over the place, and I love Thunder Rosa's Kill Bill outfit. That was great. I think the one she had previously, Wolverine, was great, but I think the Kill Bill one was good. And like before I said, we even had a Cobra Kai reference in there. Just two great from movie TV franchises references in there. So in the end, Rosa come back with the fist bomb and then hit the Fire Thunder pile driver on a pile of chairs for the win. After the match, Rosa showed respect to Mercedes Martinez, but then Britt Baker and company emerged. Baker consulted to the Cobra Kai Martin at ringside, who told her to finish her. They attacked Rosa, setting up Martinez up to attack with the pipe, but Martinez hesitant, so Jamie Hager attacked her from behind. Breaker posed with the belt to end the segment. So this could lead to two possible scenarios for Revolution. Either we finally go get that Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa AEW Women's World Title match, or we're going to have a tag team match with Rosa and Martinez versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. So those are two likely scenarios that we're going to have at Revolution.
What a great match, though, right?
Absolutely.
Like, this is a really, really good match. And I didn't know that some of this was like storytelling at the end when like right at the end when Thunder Rosa won, she just kind of laid there. Then I seen her look over to Mercedes and they were speaking and talking. And then when she got up and then did the bow to her and everything, I said, oh, okay. So she's showing. Then when the beatdown happened and then Mercedes hesitated, I was like, okay, so they're building up, and they do look like a really good tag team. Like already, they do look like a really good tag team and a strong force. So it may be a couple of tag team matches that leads to the Thunder Rosa and DMD match at Revolution, and then Mercedes and Jamie and Rebel might play a role in that match in the long run.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely see what's going to happen between now and Revolution, because if they do decide to do a tag team match at Revolution, then they might say Baker versus Thunder Rosa at Double or Nothing. But we'll just have to wait to see what's going to happen between now and Revolution. So after the match, we go to the House of Black promo. So could we see a tease Buddy Murphy not only coming to AEW, but also joining the House of Black?
Wouldn't that be something? Did it look like Buddy Murphy to you? Did that blurry, figure look like Buddy Murphy to you?
Yeah, Buddy Matthews. Yeah, Buddy Matthews.
It looked. I thought it was Bray Wyatt.
Nah.
I really thought for a second. I was like, is that Bray? But I think Buddy makes more sense.
Yep, I can't wait to see. But he's a heavy tease. He's coming soon. We just have to be patient when it comes. So, this coming Rampage on Friday, we have Adam Cole versus 10. So 10 was hyped up, like I said earlier. So this match is official. And then we have Jay White's AEW debut versus Trent Beretta. We have a Serena D 5-minute challenge on Rampage. And then, of course, the Face of the Revolution qualifying match, Powerhouse Will Hobbs versus Dante Martin. And then the AEW Dynamite next week, we have the House of Black, Malachi Black and Brody King versus the Death Triangle, Penta and Pac. Eddie Kingston and Jericho go face to face. And then we have the Tag Team Battle Royale for the top, one of the top contendership at Revolution for the three-way match for the AEW World Tag Team titles.
It's starting to be a packed show.
And then after that, we have a promo for Jay White saying he will show AEW to breathe with the Switchblade because this is still his era.
Yeah, I thought he kind of sounded like Britt Baker at the end there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So,
I was like, oh, gimmick your first.
Yeah. Main event, Sammy Guevara defending the TNT Championship against Darby Allin. This was a great match until that finish. A lot of things were back and forth. So Andrade's associate came down and got on the apron. Sting chased him off, but Andrade used the distraction to whack Allin with his iPad when he was about to go for the coffin drop. But then Guevara hit the GTH for the win. And then after the match, Matt Hardy ran down and beat up on Darby Allin, but Sammy Guevara chased him off, and then Andrade whacked him with the iPad again, and then walk off with the TNT Championship belts to end the show. So, like I said before, I said this before, like this matter of fact, this could lead to two possible scenarios. We can either get Andrade teaming up with Matt Hardy to face Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin, or we can have that triple threat with Andrade, Sammy, and Darby. So those are two likely scenarios.
The finish to that match kind of felt like a WWE kind of thing, but I guess I can't say that because I mean it is just a heel messing up a baby face and setting up the next rivalry. So I mean WWE just does this kind of finish a lot, but it is just a classic wrestling finish. But damn, Andrade looked great with the belts. I was like, yes, put that belt on that guy right there. So yeah, interesting to see this and having Matt Hardy kind of be involved and everything. But yeah, that made sense. So, but yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty fun and exciting match.
Oh yeah, this is definitely coming up. So I think this is the perfect time for Andrade to be TNT champion.
Yeah, I mean, the belt looks great on him already. Put the match on him, and then also just seeing Andrade and Sammy have a match. That's going to be a fun match to watch.
Yeah, because like I said, this will lead to two possible scenarios. But the thing with Matt Hardy, we are going to get Jeff at some point when his contract cards is up. We feel like that's going to happen soon, and then we probably going to get Brother Nero and also Broken Matt Hardy again. When the Hardy Boys come to AEW, I feel like that's going to happen soon. So, like I said, it's probably going to be two scenarios, but the triple threat, like I mentioned, going to be the most likely scenario. But we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen between now and Revolution.
Yeah, definitely. I think Darby and Andrade is going to have a rivalry, and that's probably going to lead to like #1 contender spot or something like that. And then, or it could be a triple threat. That'd be interesting as well. But I'm excited to have Andrade in the TNT picture. in the TNT Championship picture because he's such a heck of a talent, and I feel like I don't see him wrestle enough in AEW. They were working him pretty good in WWE, especially during like the outbreak and like when the lockdown happened. He was on TV every week, so definitely need to see Andrade more on TV. You know, because he's a talented dude. So I think him being TNT champion will definitely add something to that championship.
Yeah, most definitely. So
what you think about this show, man?
This was pretty good. So this is definitely setting up the main focus on to Revolution right now. We definitely had some confirmations. We definitely have a lot of teasers going into Revolution because I think we're like we're like a couple weeks away right now because actually 2 weeks away right now. So this is a good opportunity to start hyping up Revolution right now and just start getting some matches in there. We already had the confirmation of CM Punk and MJF in the Dark Collar match. We got some qualifying matches for the Face of the Revolution and also some qualify for the 3-way triple threat for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. So we are like a couple weeks away. Revolution shaping up to be a good show, and just can't wait.
Yeah, this episode felt a little bit like a pay-per-view. Like it was like I feel like they had more time on TV without commercial breaks, and it just felt more like a pay-per-view vibe. And it just reminded me of that AEW like just great shows they do, and it was like classic AEW and a lot of homegrown AEW talent. Was the highlight of tonight's episode. So yeah, this was a really good episode. And it just reminded me that even though all this stuff is going on with Cody, if it's true or if it's not true, that AEW is going to be just fine because they just do great wrestling storytelling.
Yeah, absolutely. So but that's our show for today, and we will see y'all on Saturday for the Rampage review, and we'll see y'all.
Peace out, guys. See you on Saturday.